My name is Bob Bluthardt, and I am the site manager at Fort Concho National Historic Landmark here in San Angelo, Texas, which is across the street from the Great Buffalo Soldier Memorial, created and managed by the local NAACP. There are many reasons why this is an important project for Fort Concho, for San Angelo, and for history in general. Not the least of which is in its 22-year active history, Fort Concho was served by the Buffalo Soldiers for 16 of those 22 years. Indeed, for several stretches in the fort's history in the 1870s and 1880s, the fort was staffed entirely by African-American enlisted men. And over its 22-year history, the fort was about 50% staffed by Black soldiers. So the Buffalo Soldiers are not just a footnote to Fort Concho's history. They are definitely a major part of that history. Also, San Angelo and Fort Concho was one of the early postings of Lieutenant Henry O. Flipper, the first Black graduate of the Military Academy at West Point. Flipper was not the first to attend, but he was the first to graduate under very harsh circumstances of treatment, given the racial intolerance of the age. History today is all about telling full stories, and you can't tell the story of Fort Concho or of San Angelo without telling the story of the Buffalo Soldiers. And it goes beyond just this historic fort. The Buffalo Soldiers, like their white brethren, retired here in San Angelo. Many of them were part of the original Black community across the river. One of them founded the first Black church in San Angelo. There are Black citizens in this city and in the territory who can trace their ancestry to those original Buffalo Soldiers. When you add it all up, you can't tell the story of this fort or this community without the Buffalo Soldiers. And I think this memorial is a fitting tribute to those men and the women who served with them. I've been pleased to be here at Fort Concho for almost 42 years, and I have seen several efforts at this type of a memorial come and unfortunately not. It's a tribute to the local chapter of the NAACP, Spears and her team, and to all of the donors that this has gone from a dream and a concept to a reality and opening in less than 18 months. Very few projects of any scope or scale go that well and that fast. So a tribute and a thank you to all of those who are responsible for this, and it will be a fitting tribute to the Buffalo Soldiers, and the memorial will gaze right across the street on the buildings and grounds that these men served for so many years, more than 150 years ago. I hope that all of our guests and visitors for years to come will enjoy, will learn, and be inspired by their story.